Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Go Philly Eagles here. Um, Here to wrap up week 3, and all I gotta say is, wow, fucking unbelievable, man. We end the Giants season in our home opener. Um, wow. Um, through 3 quarters, defense looked great. Um, Then that fourth quarter came, and I'm thinking, are you fucking kidding me? When the Giants reeled off 21 fucking straight points, they scored 24 points in the quarter, but we survived it. Jake Elliott, I'll tell you what, that whole team better have chipped in and bought that kid a fucking steak after the game because holy fucking shit, man, 60 fucking 1 yards for a win. Um, and look, Eagle fans, I want to say this here. You know what? We criticized Doug Peterson, and yes, he did make some boneheaded calls. The biggest one of all, going for it on 4th and 8 from midfield. What the fuck were you doing, Peterson? But we kept him out of the end zone and held him scoreless going into halftime. So, whatever, I guess. But still a dumb fucking play call. Um, the only reason we held him scoreless is because McAdoo is a bigger fucking moron. Is a bigger fucking moron. But and how does Marvin Lewis still have a fucking job, by the way? That fucking Cincinnati Green Bay game. But I don't care about all that. I care about what the Eagles did. Listen, you can't sleep on this Eagles team. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. We're not the same team. This team has heart, man. Last year, we would have lost a game like this. We would have lost our confidence after the way that fourth quarter went. But this year, we kept fighting. We kept clawing. And guess what? We got the job done. Not a pretty win. All right, I was disappointed in the defensive line play, quite frankly. But, I'm only but so disappointed because you got to credit the Giants. They had a good game plan for Eli, getting the ball out quickly. Odell Beckham, that dude belongs in the nut house, man. What the fuck was that celebration supposed to be? I mean, I think even Giant fans were probably in the stands thinking, what the fuck's he doing? But it's Odell's world, man. We just all walk through it. I personally wouldn't want him. I don't think he's worth the headache, but hey, he's your problem, Giant fan, so enjoy. And I want to say this, too. I'm proud of how the team has played through 3 games. We've shown a lot of heart. We got some fairly winnable games coming up, so there's a chance we could. So there's a realistic chance that going into the Redskins game, Week 7, we could be 4-2, 5-1, 4-2 at the worst. I don't see us losing the Charger game next week, but I'm not sleeping on them either. But I'm going to have my preview video after that, probably Wednesday or Thursday. Proud of how this team has played. Carson Wentz is, he's got to work on the deep ball, man. His deep ball accuracy is just not there yet. But I'll say this. Doug Peterson. You see what happens when you run the ball? All right, had 193 yards rushing yesterday, and I don't think any single rusher had 100 yards. They were just spread. LeGarrette Blount reeled off a touchdown. Corey Clement got into the end zone. Wendell Smallwood had some nice runs. He didn't do shit in the first half, but he had some nice runs in the second half. That's what happens when you run the ball, man. Can we see more of the run? Because if the offense is at balance, I think we could be okay. Because our defense is playing well. All right? It's just that you were going 3 and out so often yesterday, they got dog tired. But, hey, it was a good win. I'm proud. Fuck the Giants. Now, I got to say something. And I'm probably going to touch a few nerves with this. And to be honest, I really couldn't care less if I do. This is how I feel. All you motherfuckers that are protesting the national anthem because of what you think our racial inequalities, when you guys are overpaid fucking athletes and you don't suffer no type of oppression, what the fuck soever, I got two words for you. Fuck you. What the Pittsburgh Steelers did yesterday, to me, is a flat out fucking disgrace. I don't give a fuck if you agree with me or not. It's a fucking flat out disgrace that an entire team doesn't even have the fucking balls. And then they get mad at the one guy who was former military, by the way, who I think spent some time with the Eagles a couple training camps ago. He was in their training camp. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I know Armando Villanueva, I think his name is. I'll give props to him for standing up for what he believes, and then he had to make a public apology. That's where I was disappointed in Villanueva. He should have went right up when they asked him why Tomlin was mad at him. He should have said "fuck Tomlin." All right, because somebody would have picked him up. All right, the guy's a good offensive lineman. So worst case scenario, the Steelers cut him. There's plenty of teams that need a good offensive lineman right now. Look, you stand for the national anthem. I don't care if you agree with Trump or you don't agree with Trump. You don't disrespect our soldiers like that. And you don't disrespect our men and women of law enforcement. Yes, there are times I think the cops are overly excessive. Okay? But you're always going to have a few bad apples, for lack of a better term, in any profession. Look, you Giant fans, man, you got to deal with Odell Beckham. Alright? You know, and all this shit, and I don't like protesting when you're at work. The only people, to me, who truly have the right to protest anything are school teachers, because they get paid like shit. But you overpaid fucking athletes, you have no right to protest. And missed me with all this shit about freedom of speech, freedom of, expression, all that shit, okay? Yes, we have freedoms, but there's also certain times and places to express those freedoms. And when you're at work, is not the time. It's not the time, okay? And by the way, I'll take this a step further. You got the one job in America where you only got to give 100% effort, maximum effort, 3 hours a week. You mean to tell me you can't keep your fucking mouth shut for 3 fucking hours? You got to be kidding me. But that's about it. Good job, Eagles, on the win. Fuck all you national anthem protesters. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. And that's about it. Have a good one.